Good morning, everyone. This is Royce coming back at you with yet another Let's Try. And today on the docket, I'm loving it. McDonald's. Sorry, a little heartburn. I had Burger King last night, and it stayed with me all night. Um, you can tell I'm getting old when eating Burger King doesn't sit right. Well, Burger King is actually pretty bad for you. Not just health-wise, but like that liquid smoke for some reason really triggers my acid reflux. No, I didn't have the new stuff. I'm saving it. Don't worry. But yeah, we have the new Grandma Blizzard. Someone was disappointed that I didn't do a review of it before. A review of the week, whoever that is. Anyway, since it's supposed to be like an apple pie blizzard, I figured why not compare it to their apple pie. And I also got their strawberry cream pie because I don't think I've ever had that before, and it'd be a good accoutrement to this Let's Try. It did get a little melty because I had to do some stuff before filming. Ooh. Very caramely. Huh. I thought it was apple pie, but more of a candy crunch. Like a toffee or something. Definitely a toffee. For whatever reason, the burnt sugar flavor of toffee and caramel gives me this weird tickle in the back of my throat. I always like to cough when I have either. I feel bad that this McFlurry review kind of got sidetracked because it's all melted. It's good though. I took a review of McDonald's I took a part in a poll that McDonald's is running as part of this, and basically joking how basically it's a quiz showing like, have you entered your grandma arc yet? But it's more of a BuzzFeed thing. The classic McDonald's pie, now baked instead of fried, with its little latticework crust. Honestly, I think this is superior to the fried pie. I've never had the fried pie though, so maybe I'm talking out my butt. But I like the bakedness of it. I like the sugar glazed crust. I'll be honest with you, I am a little disappointed that their new Their new Grandma McFlurry flavor is basically Butterbrickle. I was hoping, personally, for like a pie a la mode situation, where it's McDonald's pie blended up into a McFlurry. Like, that sounds like it'd be delicious. Maybe that's a menu hack, like a secret menu item you can order. I don't know. Anyway, I've never had this one before. It does look like a strange configuration. Obviously, it's kind of more of a Danish thing where it's cream on one side, filling on the other, and then not as much of a sugar crust as the apple pie. But then again, the apple pie had less surface area, so the sugar was able to dominate more. And again, the apple pie filling was not as sweet as this. Cream cheese on one side, some kind of strawberry compote on the other. Tart, seedy. It's your basic strawberry jam, but it's good. The cream cheese is pretty bland on its own. Usually with cream cheese flavor, it's more of a cheesecake flavor because they do sugar the cream cheese. But here it's a more plain cream cheese, and honestly probably better for it because that just helps to mellow out the strawberry. You know what's funny? When I was a kid, I would hear all these stupid phrases on cartoons, and I would just use them apropos of nothing. Like Eddie, the fast talking member of the Ed Eddie crew, would always be using phrases like one baguette, hold the mayo, or, something like that. Some like fast talking pigeon speak that makes no sense. And so for a long time, I didn't know what a la mode was. Because, it's a French term, you don't really hear it much in the Midwest. And it means topped with ice cream. But I had internalized it because I think I heard it in a cartoon once where it was used in reference to something being a bonus, like an extra perk on top. So that was the connotation in my head versus the denotation that it instead means, topped with ice cream. Speaking of which, let's return to our a la mode. Like, it is very good, but I wouldn't have given it, like, a weird name like it's been given. Like the Grandma McFlurry. I would have saved that for, again, something that feels homemade. Like I said, apple pie, or a cherry pie, even. Oh, you can see little nuts and stuff on the bottom here. So, the brown pieces are toffee. What are the white pieces? I got a bit of brain freeze. Ugh. I always heard that the reason why you get brain freeze is because the blood vessels that go to your brain are near the roof of your mouth. So, if you ever have brain freeze, it's because you got too much cold near the blood going to your brain. So the best way to fix it is to drink something hot, or at least, room temperature. I wonder, if you're dying of heat stroke, you get brain freeze. Does that feel bad, or does that feel good, or worse? Thank God I've never gotten heat stroke. Somehow, despite my massive girth and living in a pretty warm part of the U.S. Like, we're not Phoenix hot. We're certainly not Texas hot. But it can get triple digits in the summer. I keep my AC on. One of my brother's scout mates actually got sunstroke or heat stroke, whatever you call it, because when all the other boys were, doing their normal stuff in their camp out, they were staying hydrated and were moving, so they were walking in through the air, getting a good breeze going. But this idiot stayed in his tent all day and played Pocket God on his iPad. Just such a foolish thing to do. It's weird to think about. I was raised without access to, like, mobile video games, especially because my parents believed we would just fight over the consoles if we did get, like, a Game Boy or something. And sometimes I am grateful for that because, like, now I do have, one, an appreciation for being able to play something on the go. And two, I actually did read books as a kid. Not as an adult. Now I'm a miserable old grump who just listens to audiobooks occasionally. Not even like different audiobooks. I listen to like the same 3 audiobooks ad nauseum. Lord of the Rings, Born Standing Up, which is a great autobiography by Steve Martin, by the way. You should totally read it. Or listen to it. It's narrated by him. And Sabriel by Garth Nix. Anyway, enough bemoaning my misspent youth. This is a decent food. Certainly not a grandma food. Certainly not my grandma's food. My grandma's, when I think of them, I think of... One side, I think of very bland mac and cheese and really good fried chicken. On the other, I think of crepes and tuna noodle casserole. Oh, and noodles with crumbs that I would then top with barbecue sauce because I am a garbage monster. Anyway, you have a good one. This is Royce Miller. I'm outie.